The following recording of Faredoon and Driver, commonly known as Padri, was made November 24, 1977 at Meherabad. Padri has been a close disciple of Avatar Meher Baba since he met the Master in 1922. Meher Lahar is sincerely grateful to Padri and the Avatar Meher Baba Perpetual Public Charitable Trust for giving permission to record and distribute this talk, Living with the Avatar. Padri, how did it happen that you first contacted Meher Baba?
It was an excuse, a ruse by my mother. She wanted me to go to Baba, and instead of telling me to go directly and see him, she gave me an excuse that go to Meherabad, who has established himself in a jhopri somewhere near Ganesh Kind. That's at engineering college, and go and ask him that I want to see him. When should I come? Take an appointment from him. And accordingly I went. I took Jal. I knew Jal very well. We were very good friends. And I said, Jal, I want to go and see your brother who has established a jhopri there, and my mother wants to come and see him. Take me to him. Well, we both went there. I saw the other Mandli there, Sarosh, Rustam, the Hindu Mandli from Pune, Beli, Gustaji, etc., others. I also fell in line with them. And Baba didn't ask me anything. Then I just started mixing with the crowd, because I knew most of them. And well, there was singing bhajans, Baba talking, some sort of a game, or just talk about. The atmosphere was there was extremely lovely, mango trees. It was a very, very good farm, all sorts of trees, very pleasant atmosphere. I sort of liked it immediately. And at sundown, when the time came for departure, everybody started meeting Baba. Baba started embracing him or shaking hands. My turn came. I embraced him, and I asked him a question. I told him that Baba, not Baba, of course I didn't say Baba, I said, my mother wants to see you. When should she come? He said, your mother came and saw me already. It's good, you have come. It's a very good thing you have come. You keep on coming. And that was that.
What was your first impression about him, and did you know he was a spiritual master?
Well, as a schoolboy, I'll say I had no knowledge of God or anything, or saints or anything at all. Although my mother knew about the saints and whatnot, because she believed in them. And that's why she pushed me there. You see, it becomes an excuse. I was to come to Baba. And I came. The excuse could be anything. Well, here in my case, my mother was the excuse, all right. But you see, people say, how did you come to Baba? I'll say, it is all destiny. You are all bound up with destiny. You are all bound up with Baba. So you have got to come any time. How did you come? You understand? So this question has got only one answer. You are bound up with Baba. You have got a relationship with Baba. And it's nothing but relationship, your contact or your destiny, that you have got to spend life with Baba. Well, another question arises, how do you come by that destiny? It takes cycles of birth and death, You could have come with the Master in the past, in the beginning. And that could be from a very, very small beginning. And I'll tell you how it could be. See, during Baba's life, Baba always said that anyone you know try to explain about me, try to explain about Baba or spirituality, and get him to me only just for a minute here. Just bring him round here. Bring him to me. And God says that. You should know that. God says that bring him to me, right? An ignorant soul who's got to go back to where he belongs. So that's the seed he would plant. Now seed to germinate and come into full bloom takes cycles of birth and death. It doesn't happen once in your lifetime. In like manner, you come and go, and you always come in contact with the perfect masters, and on, you are on your way. Once the seed is planted, there is no going back. Mind you, I've seen people where in a sort of what you call reaction has set in, he doesn't want it. He lives with the master. But then I don't know, the pull of Maya or something lacking in him yet, pulls him back and he goes away, to come back again to him. I'll give you an example. I don't know what the year it was, but one man who stayed with us, his family, whole family stayed with us for a number of years. And in 1926, when we went to Santa Cruz, or it might be any other year, anyway, the year doesn't matter, but Chagan tells me the story, that man's name was Mohan. So, how he took Baba's leave, I don't know. You see, with us, it was strictly anybody, anybody with Baba was a concern of his or hers with Baba. So we never used to meddle, we never used to be inquisitive about it. So, I might have been busy somewhere else, and Chagan was there, the Mandali was there, and this man had come to take Baba's leave. He took Baba's leave, and after he had gone, Baba said that this man will now see me after 700 years. So till date, he has not come back. But he has had the contact with the master. He can't leave him, and the master won't leave him. But this lifespan, he is gone. He is no more now. Till Baba dropped his body, he never came. I don't know why he left. That is also destiny. That is also destiny. So, anyway, he went away. And when he went away, after he went away, Baba said that this man will see me only after 700 years. So, although we had heard that he had come back to India from Africa, he never cared to see Baba. So, Baba's words come true. So, it's your past connections. By destiny I mean, it's your past connections. Every cycle of life, you come in with a perfect master. And his longing then keeps on gathering momentum. He knows later on that knowledge for that particular soul in whom the seed has been planted by the master comes to know the futility of the existence, and he starts on his way. So, people ask me how I came. Well, this is it. How did you come? Not without any contact. I dare say with a challenge, that none of these people, even Baba says, even it is written in the Sufi books, that a man dare not enter the threshold of the master, unless he has some connections with him. Many people ask me also, since we have not seen Baba, how do we act? I just asked him, how do you know you have not seen Baba? How do you know? Can you challenge it? I said, no, you have seen Baba. I emphatically tell, mind you, this is my own impression. This is nobody's impression nor Baba's. This is my own sincere feeling in the heart. I tell them bluntly that there must have been a contact sometime in the immediate past, or even sometime in the past, that has made them come here. So, it is quite a fact. It is not my saying, and I am not just babbling about it. It is quite a fact. Unless you have had connections, you just cannot come. People here often have come here, just with an inquisitive mind, to see who Baba is. They heard about Baba. They hear about Baba and they come, all right, let us go and see Baba. Even now sometimes, these travelers come, Westerners, Easterners, all. I don't differentiate between a Westerner and Easterner. Both are human beings, and they are in a quest. They have got a mind, and they have got a right to think. So, they just come here, see, and during Baba's time also many people just came, saw and went away, never to come back. But they did come. They did come. The time was not yet matured, but the seed was planted. Whatever the excuse the excuse would be anything. Supposing we are just sitting with Baba on the veranda and talking to him, and Baba sees a man going by there, passing on the road, and you say, go on, Padri, call that man. Just see who's that man. My orders are go and see him. Contact is established. I am a slave. I am working for Baba. Baba doesn't go. The point here is, you see, the king does not go himself. He sends his emissaries. He sends his slaves. He sends his servants. So it is our bounden duty to go and act on his orders. In like manner, the contact is established. And he might call him, ask him the questions, who are you, where are you from, where are you going, what are you doing, and what not. And if he is, let us say, down and out, he might give him something, some rupees or some clothes or some food or something, and in like manner the contact is established. That's the start. That's the start. Or maybe it is more than a start. I don't know. But the master knows. You understand? I am no judge. But let us say it is the start. He is on his way. Now he has met God in person. What more does he doesn't know it. The soul doesn't know it. What more does he want? That will make him think. His mind will start thinking, who was this man all of a sudden out of the blue calls me and helps me out? You see, the master's works are very, very queer. You wouldn't know. There have been hundreds of such experiences during our travel with Baba or stay with Baba. We never questioned it, mind you, but we could understand it definitely, that this soul is, if you say, Baba is establishing his contact with this particular soul, and that was that. So, it's between him, that particular soul, and Baba. What have we got to do? We got to obey the orders of the Master. That's that. So, destiny plays a queer role, and a very great role. Unless you have had connections in the past, during the past, you couldn't come to him. Well, then again, here a question develops, a question comes up. People say, I don't believe in reincarnation. Well, what can you tell them? Well, you can break their barriers down, you could give them a good broadside, but it can't be done in just 1 day or 1 minute or 1 hour. His mind, like ours, my mind too, is enveloped in ignorance. That veil of ignorance has got to be torn when the knowledge comes. The knowledge will come when the time comes, no doubt. But even then, this man, this atheist if you call it, or a non-believer in saints, he too has got a kind of a veil on his eyes or on his mental sphere. And if you want to impress upon him about the spirituality, man becoming God or God becoming man, which for him is unpalatable. Atheist means he says there is nothing, no God at all. All right, we can just argue about it, but it takes time. So, since he is a passer-by and just a man who has come to visit, you can't explain it in 1 hour or something. But were he to come to the perfect master would just turn the key and convert him in no time at all. Master is a master, remember. Remember, we are still all enveloped in ignorance. Although we have stayed with the master, we know plenty about the master, right? But you have got no privilege. We don't know. We haven't got that knowledge, that all knowledge. What we have got is all intellectual knowledge. Whereas with the master is the I am God state. I am God state. It's quite different. Quite inexplicable. And Baba said a number of times that he tried to explain half-ways and other things, He said, I don't blame you. Tried to explain things, but it wouldn't get into our head, the spiritual part and whatnot, He says, I don't blame you. Your mind is enveloped in ignorance and you've got to know the all-pervading ocean, the limitless thing. I'm trying to explain you the limitless thing. First and foremost, I can't explain the limitless thing. How to explain? Just imagine, yes, it's just a fact. How to explain limitless thing? All right, Baba endeavors his best to explain the limitless thing. But here this nut is a limited, ignorant one. How can it grasp? You can't grasp the ocean in your span, being a drop. You understand? So that's why it becomes difficult. Yet that knowledge comes. He tried his level best to explain to us. Many of them, otherwise, how could we come to this knowledge? Each individual capacity has grasped what Baba has said. You see, what we gather, you and myself, we gather is all intellectual knowledge. And many a times Baba did warn us. I'm warning you, with a finger shaking at us, I am warning you, you shall not take any gift from anybody, you shall not make anybody bow down to you. Although you have lived with me as God, I am God. Although you have lived with me, you are yet not perfect. So you have no privilege at all. Granted you have passed your life with me, yet you are not perfect. Take the gift or make the man bow down to you when you are perfect. What does this boil down to? What we have got is all intellectual knowledge, and mind has its frontiers beyond which it cannot go. It cannot go into the spiritual domain. Baba then said that it is the personal experience, it's the subjective experience that counts, and it's not the intellectual knowledge. Then why collect it? Why gather it? Huh? If the intellectual knowledge has no value, then why go in for it? No, sir, you do go in for it. It channelizes your mind towards God. Had you not gathered some intellectual knowledge about Baba or about God, G-O-D, what is G-O-D? You wouldn't have come here. Is it not a fact? Sure. Then, intellectual knowledge helps, but to a certain extent. It has got its boundaries, it has got its frontiers, no more. It might be less, but no more. Beyond lies the domain, beyond the domain of the mind lies spirituality. It's the personal experience. It's the subjective experience. So, unless you get that perfection, remember, I am warning you, you shall not make anybody bow down to your feet. You shall not take any obeisance from anybody. Or you will collect his samskars. Yes, sir, it's a fact. By bowing down to anybody's feet, you drop your samskars at his feet, good or bad. Now you say, well, supposing that man is all good samskars, let us take it for argument's sake. Well, samskar is a samskar, it's a binding. A fetter of gold, a chain of gold or iron is not less strong to bind, is it? No. So, Golden samskars or iron samskars, bad samskars, both are equally binding on you. So you shall never, never make anybody touch your feet. Never do that. Never. I'm warning you. Then he points to the Tukaram's couplet, which is in Meherabad, wherein Saint Tukaram, Shivaji's guru, he says, by applying ashes to your body, Tukaram Maharaj says, by applying ashes to your body and growing long hair and pretending you are a saint, may your hearts burn. Tukaram Maharaj, mind you, a perfect master says, may your hearts burn, there is no salvation for you. Now just imagine, a perfect master saying that may your heart burn, there is no salvation for you. Just imagine what a binding that is. Huh? So, just also imagine a little more when these charlatan gurus which have sprung up like mushrooms, what must they be accumulating? For cycles of births and deaths, by heaven, well, God alone knows what will be their lot. But the lot of his followers is not bad at all. To the follower, the dividend is paid. He bows down with all sincerity to the master, supposing I today assume some sort of a master or some charlatanhood. You understand? I pretend to be a master. People come to me and bow down to me. I think they win. The people who bow down to me win. I think. You understand? I am weighed down by their samskars. Whereas with Baba or perfect master Tukaram or Gnaneshwar or Upasni Maharaj or Babajan, it is just burned away. About this, Kabir has said, Kabir, the poet saint of India, that 1 second, his couplet, 1 second, half a second, half of half a second, if you are in company of a saint, millions of samskars of yours are burned away, are eliminated. Millions! So, a charlatan accumulates how much? A load, which he may not be able to eliminate in cycles of birth and death. But once in a while, he comes across a master and then the master cleans him. The master, yes, what's God for? God is compassionate. Forget it not. You understand? Always remember, a prophet comes, the avatar comes for the whole universe, not only this world, for the whole universe, for the whole creation. And out of that, just a part of it is what we saw. Just a part, a little, an atom, what we saw. Well, if he works for the whole universe, how can you fathom it? Impossible. And he has got to come. Tukaram Maharaj has said that we will never leave God alone. We will bring him down always. We will never let him rest in peace. We will always bring him down. That means God is eternally amongst us in the form of a human being. God-man or man-God. Right? Right? Yes, sir. But once in 700 to 1400 years, God as man descends. But in between, there is no vacuum. Man has become God and he runs the show. It is said in God Speaks, there are 7,000, always belonging from the first to the seventh, with 5 perfect masters who run the show. The pillars of the globe, the pillars of the cosmos, the whole thing. And once in a while, when God wishes, he comes down. It's very flexible, 7 to 1400 years. And for eternity, 7 to 1400 years is not even 700 to 1400 millionth of a second. Eternity is not bound by time at all. Eternity is eternity. For us ignoramuses, it is that. So, to gather intellectual knowledge is very good. Keep on gathering everything about Baba, about God, everything. It is an unlimited ocean. You can keep on learning till your very last breath. It never finishes. And the more you know about it, the more you try to know about it, the more you'll enjoy, the more secrets will open to you. But remember one thing, that would not make you perfect. Intellectual knowledge is only pertaining to the mind. It is not the spirit at all. Don't believe that you are in the third plane or the third and a half plane, There are people who are just thinking that since they have acquired that knowledge, they are in the third plane or the second plane. I don't know. I know the numbers of the plane, but I don't know what the planes are. I would never care to know the planes. I would care to know what Baba tells me to do, and I am doing that.
Padri, could you say something about the importance of obedience to the Master?
Obedience to the Master is the first thing. Obedience to the Master, service to the Master, loving the Master. I tell you, loving. Very long ago, in the beginning, from the very beginning, Manzil-e-Meem, Baba was absolute fire. Very strict Master. Very stern Master, very stern teacher. But not cruel teacher. A compassionate teacher. You have to teach children. You spank them, don't you? They are mischievous. They don't know. It's innocence. They don't know it. So you got to bring them down. So he was stern. But never cruel. In like manner he taught us.
Will you give some examples of his Manzil?
Yes. So, the Mandali were all very much afraid of him, He was very fiery. Upasni Maharaj was also very fiery. Remember? So one day while the talk was going on, he just asked us, are you afraid of me? Individual. One, you, Saros, Adib, Pendu, Padri. Almost all of them said yes. He shook his head and said, no. No. You should not be afraid of me at all. If you are afraid of me, you could not love me. Be afraid of breaking my orders. Be afraid of breaking my orders. That's what I want. I want service from you. I am here to take you home, give you illumination. I am not out here to drown you. I am the perfect man. And you are not here for nothing. I know that. I know that. What's the use? How could you love me if you just frightened of me? Be afraid to break my order, to break my word. That's all I want. No, don't try to be afraid of me. Then, obey me. Do as I tell you to. I'll tell you about following Baba. In the year 1923, when we had left Manzil-e-Meem and come to Nagar, before establishing Meherabad, we were staying in the trust office compound, which is Khushru quarters, at his father's house. The time was idle on our hands, and Rustam said, Baba, there is a very good place called Happy Valley here, let us go there. Baba said, all right, come on. So we all went on foot with our bag and baggage, that is our bedroll, plate and a glass. That was all our belongings, It was just a small roll. Nothing at all, no furniture, no bicycle, no chairs, no cots, no mosquito curtains, nothing at all. All right. And that was in Happy Valley where we got our names, that Bua Sahib, Padri, Pendu, Asthma and others, it was there. In 1924, Baba gave us these pet names or nom de plumes or whatever you call it, That's where I and Pendu acquired the name. There we stayed about, I think, 8 or 10 days. And one day, and Baba was talking, mingling with us, we'd play cards, we'd do talk, sing, bhajan, anything. The food would come from Nagar. And one day, At about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was just wandering on the veranda, and the veranda is exactly like this veranda of Meherabad. Just opposite to that bungalow, about 10 feet away or 12 feet away, is a wall, and beyond that is the mandir of Shiva, the bull, Bruce Mandir. I just look over and I see 2 or 3 of the mandalis sitting there and talking to the keeper of the temple. I get the itch to go there. All right, I go there. I just go by the path. I just sit down there. There I found 2 men, or 3 probably. One was Gustaji's brother that I know of. The second was one of the members of the mandali. And maybe there was another third also, but never mind, forget it. There were 2 and myself. I just sit down. And I have just sat down hardly for about 5 minutes. The catechism between the keeper of the temple and Gustaji's brother going on. Gustaji's brother had a very, very bad habit of teasing people. Teasing. Trying to talk about God and contradicting him this way and that way and this way and that way, Just for 5 minutes I was there. Baba comes on the veranda, he sees us, tells one of the mandali who are sitting there, just call them. The shout goes, come on you, Baba is calling you. All right, we come back. Baba is standing, we all stand. Unless Baba sits down, we don't sit down. So since Baba is standing, everybody is standing in a semicircle. I had opposite, in front of him. So he asks me, one of the 3, what were you doing? Just talking, Baba. What were you talking? Oh, talking about God, religion, spirituality. Ah, very good. And what were you doing? I'm the last man to be questioned. He asks him, yes, Baba, we are talking about the same thing, God and spirituality and whatnot. Very good, very good. And you? I said, Baba, I had just gone, I had hardly gone there 5 minutes, and I heard these people talking to each other. I was not talking, but I did go. I was sitting there. All right, you 3, come on, lift up your bag and baggage and get out. And go and make that man your guru. From this second onwards, I am not your guru. Your and my connections are severed. Blunt notice. What? Blunt notice. We stood there shivering. I told you we were very frightened. No, Baba, please excuse us. No, come on. Come on, make a move. You heard me. Come on, go on, get out. Come on. Somebody had again made up his mind, no, Baba, forgive us, we won't do that again. He says, look, you fools, you have left your homes and hearts and you have joined me. You have lived with me for over a year. You are following me, you are doing my bidding. Why did you go there? Never, never go to anybody else. He will mislead you. You want to follow me, don't you? Yes, Baba. Then why did you go there? Supposing he gives some order to the contrary or say something, some explanation to the contrary. Which will you do? Will you do my bidding or will you do his bidding? If you don't do his bidding, he gets insulted. And if you don't do my bidding, you break my order. You see the point, he says? You understand now? Never go to anybody. You have made me your master. I am there. I have promised you. I will never let you sink. That was the lesson in following Baba. Yes, now I get the obedience. Yes. It was prior to this incident in Manzil-e-Mim. Myself, Sarosh, and others used to work. I and Sarosh used to go. Sarosh used to go to some motor workshop. I used to go to learn a trade, according to Baba's orders, that's all. And the orders were to leave for work in the morning, catch the train, go to work the whole day, catch the train back and back into Manzil-e-Meem, nowhere else. No correspondence with family, or no talking with friends or relatives on the road at all. If you saw a relative, you are a father, you are a brother, you just turn your face and come away. You never talk with them on the road. So very strict, mind you. Very, very extremely strict, I tell you. See, I am saying you, Baba was fire, remember? Fire means fire. All right, we used to do that. So, that's following the order. So every day after we came from the work, in the evenings we would have the game of Ata-Pata, or 7 tiles, or cricket or anything. Then we would have dinner at about 7 o'clock, and till about 8:30, Dr. Ghani and Khak and Asar and Sarosh, Rustam and all the Mandali, there were about 30 of us there. We just talk with Baba, laugh and sing and here and there, spiritual talk or just any other talk. 8:30, Baba would say, all right, go to bed. What did he say? Go to bed. All right. You just disperse. There were cubicles in the big bungalow, Manzil-e-Meem, you know, everyone allotted 2 to a cubicle, a small room as this, 10 by 10. And we were quite comfortable. So, we would leave the room to just retire. Well, when you retire, before you retire, you attend to your needs. You may have a glass of water, or you may go to do something, or you may just have a word or two with somebody, and then go. That's all. So at 8:30, we just dispersed. We went into our rooms. Someone hadn't gone yet, and some had gone. I had entered my room, and about to spread my bed. The gong goes. You see, to call the mandali, there was a huge ship bell. When the bell rang, everybody had to come to the dining room where Baba sat, and we congregated. We all came by. What's it? Never happened so. Never happened after 8:30. What's now? Well, anyway, we all ran to the dining room. Baba is standing there, asking each of us, what were you doing? Baba had gone to the privy. You? Baba, I was washing my mouth. You? Oh, I was talking to Padri. I was talking to Sarosh. What did I tell you 5 minutes ago? Answer me. What did I tell you 5 minutes ago? Baba, you told us to go to sleep. Then why are you not in bed? Is that the way you obey my orders? Why are you not in bed? Why were you talking to Sarosh? Why had you gone to the bathroom, and why are you cleaning your teeth? Orders are not to be obeyed like that. Orders should be obeyed literally. When I tell you to go to sleep, go to sleep. Unroll your bed and lie down on it. And if you want to attend to your needs, lie down on the bed for 5 minutes, obey my order, then you may get up. Then I won't mind that. That would not be breaking the order. That was the first lesson in obedience. We have never forgotten. You see, that's how the Master teaches. He was stern, mind you. I'm repeating again, he was stern, but not cruel. But he had to show us the way, how to follow the Master. Go to bed means go to bed. Unroll your bed, lie down on the bed, spread your curtains, spread your bed, lie down on it for 5 minutes. You have obeyed him. All right. Go and get up then. If you're thirsty, go and get a glass of water, and then again to bed. Not first the glass of water. First go and lie down, and then the glass of water. That was the lesson in obedience. And the incident of that keeper of the temple, I said, was a lesson in following the master. From that day onwards, I am chary of going to anybody. So much so that when I used to go from Meherabad or from any place to Pune, Babajan was on the way to my place, just near my home, couple of furlongs away. So, thinking that I might be breaking Baba's orders, I would just ask Baba. I asked Baba, Baba, may I see Babajan on the way home? Of course, you shall see. She is my father. You shall see her.